Kennesaw State versus Sam Houston State.
Sam Houston State.
Yeah, Sam Houston State. Absolutely.
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston.
They're all straight up, huh?
Yep. They don't usually... I would have to work too hard to find the lines on these games.
Go like to Odd Shark or something.
Yeah, I don't visit like the Vegas websites. They're all sketchy and I don't know how to read them. Tony, you got the pros.
You mean these?
Yeah, Las Vegas odds. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yep. Tony,
Fair enough.
first game, what's it going to be?
First game I'm going to do is going to be...
Or your first option?
We're going to do straight up pick. New Orleans, Atlanta.
You'd be a fool not to take the Saints.
I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah.
Saints.
Okay.
Houston, San Francisco. 3-point spread to Houston.
Houston's the favorite?
Give me San Fran.
I'm
Yeah,
taking
give me
San
Jimmy
Fran.
G.
Yeah. I got faith.
I'll take Houston.
We're all taking San Francisco except for BB?
Yep.
Pick.
Just a second.
Fine.
All right, what's next?
Pick. Philadelphia versus the LA Rams.
That's really the game?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They're in LA, but is that even a home game for the Rams?
Nothing's a home game for them. They play in a coliseum.
Bunch of
And
loyal
a lot of the seats are covered up, which makes no sense.
say,
Not
bunch
that
of-
they'd sell
No, that's the
them.
Chargers.
LA
Oh, is
people
it?
who are...
Yeah, the Rams
Not
are
loyal to
playing...
anything.
I think the Rams are playing in the Rose Bowl.
That would be the LA Coliseum, wouldn't it be?
No,
Oh,
LA
no,
Coliseum.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but the Chargers are the ones playing in the soccer stadium
Mm-hmm.
where more than half the seats are covered. Really quickly, there was a commercial over the radio that they played a lot of a person calling in to Stephen A. Smith saying he guarantees the Rams will make the playoffs. And Stephen A. Smith was like, "Someone, what is your address? I'm sending the cops to get whatever it is you're smoking." And Stephen A. Smith now... Like, I want to call and be like, yo, that guy that called you and said the Rams were making the playoffs and you accused him of doing drugs, you're wrong.
I'm going to take Philly.
I'll take Philly as well.
I'm going to go Rams.
Actually, probably not a bad bet.
I'm going to take Philly to bounce back.
This is where we find out who deserves to be the MVP, Carson Wentz or Jared Goff. Jared Goff is 100% comeback player of the year. 100%.
Yeah. But Wentz is making an argument for MVP, so...
Yeah. Isn't it funny that the two players, the two quarterbacks for the Rams both sucked last year, are the front runners for comeback player of the year? Keenum and Goff.
I'll go
Isn't that great?
spread. Jacksonville against Seattle. Jacksonville is the 2.5-point favorite.
Are they in Jacksonville?
Yes. I'm taking the Jags.
Give me Saxonville.
And then the next one's going to be my prop bet.
So good. Give me the Jaguars.
I'll take the Jags as well.
All right, prop bet. What's it going to be?
Does somebody get ejected from a game this week for an illegal hit?
For an illegal hit specifically.
Yes, for a hit that's malicious or targeting intentional, something of that nature.
Yes.
Some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct that will get them out. Whether it be hit or otherwise. Because the otherwise would be you'd have to get called for taunting twice. So I'll give you ejected for hit or unsportsmanlike conduct to earn you an ejection. I'm going to say no. Because everyone's on notice with all that happened this week.
And because of that, I'm going to say yes.
I mean, it looks like if, it would be the trend continuing to say yes. I'm looking at matchups right now.
Yeah, what are the games?
The one I could see the most is Falcons Saints.
Kansas City, Oakland.
Yeah.
That's another one that.
Marshawn Lynch literally might get ejected. What if he runs into a ref?
I'll take that.
Just any ejection.
I'll take that as an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Any eject. Because what else would you get
Ejected
ejected
from
for?
the game? Yes, ejected from the
And
game.
Ravens Steelers.
No.
They play with more respect than
Yeah.
They those two. Actually, I just read a quote.
Ben Roethlisberger.
with Roethlisberger saying how it just feels like in the Cincinnati games they're out to hit people, whereas like we actually have more respect playing ball.
Also, Patriots Dolphins.
I think it was Ndamukong Suh. I think it was.
always a
So
liability.
I'm gonna say yes. Give me the more risky play.
I think it was Ryan Clark who said after Ravens at halftime of Ravens Steelers games, if it was close, they were excited for the game. If it wasn't close, they were excited to get together with the other guys for a beer.
That's pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Because at the end of the game, you shook the hand, you give the hug. It's respect.
Well, the other
You're
thing
great.
is,
We're great.
when you think
Let's
about
go
it,
out and have fun.
Baltimore, Maryland, Pittsburgh, Seattle. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They're not very far from each other. A lot of they're close enough that they could probably be relatively good in touch with some of the players on those teams.
And also, I mean, who on the Bengals really commands respect?
No one. None of them want to.
AJ Green.
AJ Green.
Only one.
Yeah, but who wants to? Nobody. Listen, I can understand why they're sour. Who wants to live in Cincinnati?
I mean, Harambe didn't.
Yeah, well, he died for it. He died to get out of there.
Harambe died for our sins. There you go.
Remember that rap I wrote?
Hey, listen, I completely understand what you're saying. Have you ever seen the meme where it said, when you're sitting down later with your grandchildren, and it's like, can you tell me about 2016? And he goes, well, it all started with this gorilla.
So I'm going to try and remember the rap that I wrote.
Please do.
Magilla Gorilla, the 4-year-old killer. And if you come to my cage, you know I'm going to thrill you. I'll shake you. I'll break you. You know I'm going to take you.
This might have been what led to the Wu-Tang name generator.
Yeah, I think it was. You know I'm going to take you.
You need to try and remember it and write it down for next time.
Don't get sad and don't get catty. I'm better off dead. I live in Cincinnati. That's what it was.
there we go.
That's what it was.
There we go.
That's what it was. Or stop all the fighting. Don't be catty. I'm better off dead. I live in Cincinnati. That's what it was. I made that up while at work one day when the power was out.
Of course you did. All
right. The very last thing we got to do. Oh no, sorry. WTF moment of the week. Then.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
I'll start with mine because mine I think is a pretty good one. On Monday Night Football, Le'Veon Bell scored a touchdown on a play where the Bengals clearly thought they were playing two-hand touch. They did not even try to tackle him. They tried very gingerly to push him out of bounds and did not follow through. He scored a touchdown. Well, that's football.
That's a good one.
I watched that play like 12 times. I'm like, man, he literally just like went. All right.
Especially in that game, like they're playing ferociously the rest of the time. And then...
Vontez Burfict got his comeuppance. Well, that's football.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man.
I read a report that Adam Gase apparently ran up the score on the Broncos because John Elway badmouthed him to the 49ers.
Well, that's football.
Report, so not on the field, but that's fun.
That's great. That is great. How about Willie Taggart comes in, tells your kids that he's going to be their coach? Well, that's football.
Yeah.
That made me upset. When it first happened, I wasn't upset. I think I messaged you guys like, yeah, it's the way it is. But for you to make promises like that and then just completely go back on them,
In all fairness,
That's
there are
pretty-
4 jobs that like you have to take. You have to take USC. You have to take Florida State. You have to take Michigan. You have to take Notre Dame. You have to. If they offer it to you, you have to take it.
Yeah, but then don't make promises, you know?
You have to make promises. It's your job to make promises.
Well, yeah. Look,
You're a politician at that point.
promises are nothing more than hopes. Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else got
You're
a...
gonna bank it on it. Then
Cantor to Porzingis alley-oop right there. Love it.
And with a 15-point lead with 50 seconds to go, I'm confident Knicks are going to get this win. Do any more, that's footballs?
I don't have any that I can think of.
Just Buffalo falling to shambles.
Well, that's Buffalo.
Yeah, that's typical football for Buffalo. Great in the beginning of the season, loads of hope and promise, and it's gone.
All right, guys. We're at our This Week in Sports History. It's a good one. On December 6th, 1939, the 5th Heisman Trophy was presented to Iowa halfback Niall Kinnick.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to know.
Yep. And now he's got the most raucous, ridiculous place to play named in his honor.
He does, and a nice tradition with the Children's Hospital, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was he the first African-American Heisman
He was
winner?
white.
Oh,
I think Niall Kinnick was white.
okay. Because I thought I read something that, the first... I don't remember. Never mind.
Yeah. 1939. Crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, he definitely wasn't playing football. He definitely wasn't black playing football in 1939.
1939.
Yeah.
It was like 56 years ago was the first one, so that had to be...
Ernie Davis.
Like,
60s?
the 60s.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Had a lot of fun. I think we had a good show. We didn't quite get to argue about Teddy Bridgewater, which is always fun. But I certainly enjoyed this episode. I'm sad we didn't have an episode last week. But anyways, let's wrap this up. If you want to get us on an email, dandantonisports.gmail.com or at gmail.com, excuse me. Find us on Twitter at dandantoni, on Facebook, Dan D'Antoni Sports. Blogger, our blog, Tony writes a fabulous blog post every week.
And the Knicks win.
And the Knicks win, but our blogger is dandantonisports.blogspot.com. Thank you all for listening. Have a great night.